Hello and welcome to day 12 of Inktober Tangles challenge. I'm Anita, a certified Zentangle teacher from Croatia, and I'm drawing today Tangle Socc by Erin Olson. And this is quite a cute tangle. I think it comes in a perfect time because here I want to extend my border and then draw it so that it extends towards the bottom part, and I won't draw all of it. But this tangle is a grid tangle, and this is why I told you that I think it's the best time. It's just I've been lucky, so I can place it in this space here in the corner of my tile. And to do that, I'm going to start by dividing the space into some sections, and then I will just stop here, and then I will draw two more lines, so I have kind of a reticulum that I will use to place this tangle, and it's very simple. So what I'll do is then again I will just divide some of these spaces into smaller sections, and I'm not going to turn all of the lines into the same direction, and then I'm just starting to add these lines that are slightly curved, and I'm going to add them until I'm left without any additional space to add them. And I'm even thinking about leaving a bigger gap inside in the middle, so now I switched to adding more of these shorter ones, you can see. So it's not what the step out says, but I'm giving myself the permission to do things differently if I feel that I would like it more like that. So now I'm filling this space in the middle with black ink for the sake of adding more contrast, and then I'm going to jump to the next one. Take your time to draw these lines. I don't know why I added 3. The logical thing would be to add 1 on each side, but then I don't know, maybe this is just what seemed easier or quicker, not that I'm in a hurry. But you can slow down and really enjoy this repetitive process of adding almost like oral lines. They're just curved, and they start from these corners right next to the ones that are already there. And when we finish with these, we will find that we have this really nice like meta pattern, and I think it will be very good for shading too. I'm not sure that I think it will end up looking good. It's not very methodical. The way that I'm approaching it, it's more intuitive than methodical. But you can also do it in a way that you just add one after the other. I find it challenging to add these lines from left to right or right to left. I prefer doing it from top to bottom. I think it's just the easiest way, I guess, for all of us to do it. Let me know if in the comment section if there are some of you who prefer drawing lines from left to right or right to left. It would really surprise me, but you know, we are all different, so I guess that maybe some people are more comfortable with doing it that way. Look at this. These are so interesting. Know how we work on each of these fragments in this reticulum, and then when we finish, we find this amazing meta pattern that emerged out of nowhere. Sometimes these meta patterns can be, you know, predicted, you know, like you start drawing fragments and then you can envision what will happen when you add them all. But sometimes they are really surprising and amazing. Oh, this is maybe a more challenging part where we need to draw the tangles behind without crossing the lines of the tangles that are already here on top. There's just one more exactly like that, with drawing under or imagining where the line would go under. So here there is so little space that I don't need to worry too much about, you know, doing everything nicely, because it won't be even visible. And this is really, I think this is exquisite. This is really, really interesting, the way that it forms this amazing meta pattern. And of course I will draw or add shades where these lines meet and seem to recede in the background, to the background. And then I will highlight these sections where we have these elongated lines that seem to come to the top of the design. It's really a great tangle. I wonder why I haven't used it before. It's always like this, you know, there are so many tangles and some of them are so interesting. But still, because there are so many, and we also tend to come back to the ones that make us feel most comfortable, like some organic or floral tangles for me, that there's not enough time to do them all and to come back to all of them. So some of them are so amazing and certainly deserve more love and attention, but unfortunately, we all have limited time. That's what I always say. You know, we have everything but time. I think I will add some more shading, but first I will add some highlights where it seems to me now that I need them. I'm starting with these horizontal, and then I will add the vertical ones too. And I don't think that I need to be too precise about it, but I'm still trying not to go over the parts which I want to see shaded, or at least shaded more heavily. And the advantage of these Renaissance styles is that you start drawing on a mid-tone. So when you add shades and highlights, so you add black and white. And then between the two you have this mid zone. It really looks three-dimensional. Some more shades, just, you know, not precise again. And maybe also some just near these black parts, because we want to make that appear as, you know, there is more shade as we dive deeper towards the black part. Now I need to be more careful because I can feel some of the paper peeling off when I go so much over it with my blending stump. Still trying to preserve it, but I need to be mindful about it. It's cool, right? It's really, really cool. I'm just going to add a few more, you know, whitest highlights, whitest points with my white jelly roll. Trying not to totally ruin the black line work, which is already muted with the use of white highlighter, so the white pencil, but I don't want to totally wipe out the black lines with my white supplies. And I can see that I have muted a black line as I'm doing it. Then I will take my Jelly Roll 10 to just add white inside the border. As I approach these parts, which I will shade, I'm not using it. And then, of course, some shades again. The blending stump to just, you know, blend the shades. And I'm done. It is totally cool. A very, very nice tangle, or, you know, it's a fragment inside the reticulum, and the effect is just amazing. Thanks for tangling with me today, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.